Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. The meat packing industry in the hot seat on Capitol Hill on Wednesday as senators took turns asking questions of producers in the meat industry itself about what many see as a lack of competition in the industry.
How do you justify making such low bids when you're turning such a significant profit?
We depend on independent cattle operations of all sizes, and we can't do without all of them. I don't know the specific date you referenced in May, what we were doing in the marketplace that day versus another day, but what we pay Iowa cattle feeders truly depends on the market conditions. But how they end up deciding to sell their cattle, whether they want to negotiate or put them on an AMA, is totally up to them.
This hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee called Beefing Up Competition, Examining America's Food Supply Chain. Republican Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa concerned about what he says are big companies that wield much of the control in the livestock processing industry.
Our independent producers who negotiate offered the same opportunities to market their cattle as large or corporate feedlots do through formula contracts. And would you be opposed to having the base price, premiums, and any discounts shared with the public?
Thank you for the question, Senator. We are active in the cash market every single day at JBS. In fact, in the state of Iowa, we have several buyers that are headquartered there. Again, active participants, are they offered the same price? Yes, they are, on a cash basis, on a day-in, day-out basis.
And how about breaking up some of these packers?
Look, we are all for shining a light, having a review, and if necessary, break them up.
Something is seriously wrong here, and it cannot go on as it currently is. And I, for one, think it's time to take that kind of action you were talking about, Mr. LaRue. I think we need antitrust enforcement, and I think we as a committee have got to look forward to some policy suggestions to change the balance.
This follows a hearing last month in front of the Senate Ag Committee. At that time, leaders got input from cattle producers and industry groups about the supply chain and concerns about a lack of transparency, but no one from the meatpacking sector took part. The North American Meat Institute submitting testimony to the hearing, saying that when it comes to talk about concentration in the industry, quote, the 4-firm packer concentration ratio for fed cattle slaughter has not changed appreciably in more than 25 years, end quote. It also says claims that the big 4 packers control 85% of beef production in the U.S. is a misleading exaggeration. It says that the number's more like 70%. And it continues to say market fundamentals drive the cattle and beef markets. Happening right now.